Sorry, sis. That's why Charles is going with me. What do you mean by that? Come back, both of you, right now. Leaving a note saying we're eloping? I can't accept this at all. I don't need your approval anyway. That's why we're eloping. Eloping with your own sister's fiancé. Why would you do such a terrible thing? When did you two start dating? We just started dating recently. Charles happened to come to the bar where I work part-time with his friends. After work, I ended up drinking with them. And we hit it off and decided to start dating. What? This is going to ruin your serious and successful life, sis. I guess everyone needs to experience some failures in life. You should thank me for giving you the experience of ups and downs in life. What? I've always been annoyed with you, sis. You've always been the serious one, the one parents liked. Getting into both high school and college of your first choice, and even getting a job at the company our parents brag about so easily. And then getting married so smoothly really pisses me off. That's why I wanted to ruin your life just once. You're lying. You didn't steal my fiancé for such a reason, did you? Well, frankly, I didn't think it would go this well. But Charles, he was more into it than I thought. It seems like he was also dissatisfied with you, sis. What? As soon as I pretended to be a little needy, he confessed his feelings for me. He said I was cuter and more attractive than you. He said he would rather have a girl like me as his wife. No way. Our parents were also telling me to move out and become independent, asking me how long I'm going to be a freeloader. Besides, it seemed fun like in a drama, so we decided to elope. I'll make Charles happy for you too, sis. Hey, Charles, are you really planning to call off our marriage? Are you really saying you'll elope with my sister Isabella? I'm going to marry Isabella, but marrying my fiancé's sister, my serious parents would probably object. That's why I decided to boldly elope with her. We've been together for 5 years. I was happy when you finally proposed, but why are you discarding me like this? Were you unsatisfied with me? Well, it's not dissatisfaction. To be frank, I feel tired when I'm with you. I thought your serious personality was a virtue, but being with someone as perfect as you is nothing but pressure. Huh? You graduated from a more prestigious university than me. You work at a large corporation and your salary is significantly higher than mine. On top of that, your cooking and cleaning are perfect. And you've even successfully dieted for a wedding. It's hard to be with someone who is perfect in every way. What do you mean it's hard? Didn't you say when we started dating that you liked me the way I was? That you fell in love with my dedication to always strive for the best? At first, I was certainly attracted to that aspect of you, and that's why we started dating. But you're just too perfect and it's exhausting. It feels like you're telling me that I'm sloppy. That's... At least if you were bad at cooking or living in a dirty room, if I saw you being sloppy in some way, it would have been better. Wait a minute. I was bad at cooking and hated cleaning, but you said you didn't like sloppy people. So I worked hard to learn cooking and made an effort to clean. And now you're saying I'm too perfect and it's exhausting? That's just cruel. You're the last person who could understand how I feel. She has a lower education level and salary than her. Do you know how miserable I feel every day? Charles. Unlike you, Isabella always supports me. Whenever I take her somewhere, she reacts with a cute, "Wow, I've never been to a place like this." And even if I just treat her at a family restaurant, She's thrilled and says, "I'm so happy, thank you. Men are weak for girls like that." I see. You've always wanted that kind of reaction from me. A couple should fill in each other's shortcomings, but if one side is perfect, there's no point in being a couple. We are supposed to live by helping each other. You, a perfect woman, should live miserably alone for the rest of your life. Goodbye then. Sis, I'm moving back home starting from today, so I'll take over your room. Isabella? Since we eloped, it seems that my sister returned to her parents' home. Apparently, she's living in the room I used to use. So I'm going to take my room back. Sorry, but you'll have to move out of our parents' home. Wait a minute. Why are you coming back? I was worried about your elopement and the cancellation of your engagement with Charles. Our parents told me to come back home. But I can't believe you're coming back. Actually, I broke up with Charles, so that's why I come back. You broke up? Didn't you happily run off to be made happy by Charles? I heard rumors that you got married properly. But it turns out it wasn't as happy as I imagined, so I got a divorce. Charles was more troublesome than I imagined. He sulks if I don't say amazing to him all the time. And he won't treat me even though we're a couple, saying we should go Dutch when we eat out. I can't stand his stinginess anymore. So you got a divorce. And if you get such a young and cute bride, normally you would work harder than ever for your wife, right? But even after 3 years, his salary hasn't changed at all. Despite being a man, he doesn't make nearly as much as you, sis. So I gave up on him and got a divorce. So you've nonchalantly returned to your parents' house. You managed to come back without a shred of embarrassment. What's so embarrassing? Returning to your parents' house after a divorce is not uncommon. But my room has been taken by my sister and disappeared. It's seriously unbelievable. What's unbelievable is your head. Neither I nor our parents plan to forgive you. So please, go live on your own somewhere. Impossible. I mean, I don't have money to rent a room. And I realized how easy life was at home during my marriage with Charles. Cooking and cleaning isn't something you just get done for you. It's hard work. So I'm definitely going back home. You're as independent as ever. By the way, I've sold all your belongings. I'm thinking of using this as pocket money. You sold it? Wait a minute. Isabella, where are you now? You're about to go back home, right? I already arrived at home. The front door key had changed, but the back door was open, so I just came in from there. And I immediately sold all your belongings. What? So sis, take care of living alone, because your room is no longer there. Sorry, but I got rid of your stuff on my own. I live alone though. I can't believe you entered the house without permission. And I wonder whose stuff you ended up selling. You really are a hopeless child. You're living alone already, sis? That's strange. I heard you broke your engagement and pathetically returned home. Yes, I did return to our parents' house because they were so worried. But after that, I decided to sell the house immediately. What? You sold the house? So in the end, I'm living alone now. Our parents are living in a different apartment. What? What's that? I didn't hear anything about that. Why are you selling the house without permission? Don't mess with me. It's because of you guys that I had to let go of the family home. What do you mean it's our fault? News of your elopement spread throughout our hometown in no time, and both I and our parents felt very embarrassed locally. We were whispered about wherever we went, and strange religious groups came saying you were eloped because of evil spirits, and offered suspicious water in jars. What? Such a thing happened? I thought it would calm down at some point, so I endured. But instead, more and more strange people started crowding into the house. And both I and our parents were exhausted. So, since our father was just about to retire, we sold the family home. So, that's what happened. And that led me to live alone again. Our parents are living in a rented apartment in a relaxed place. Wait a minute. Then, the belongings I disposed of were not my sister's? Yes, I don't live in that house anymore. So, who did I end up throwing away? It's not my sister's, and the house is sold. Whose belongings are those? I don't know anything about that. We sold the house to the real estate agent as is. Whether the real estate agent is renting it out, or they've sold it as a used property, we don't know who's living there. Oh no. So I broke into a stranger's house, right? And then I went ahead and sold their belongings. I've done something really bad, haven't I? Yes, you've done something that's normally a matter for the police. So I reported it. I think the real estate agent and the police will arrive soon. So you should quietly atone for your sins. What? You're joking about reporting, right? You sold me out to the police? I can't let a crime go unpunished. So I'll take my leave now.
Everleigh, it's been a while. Have you been well?
Oh, it's been a long time. I'm fine, but it looks like you're having a hard time. I heard from Isabella that you got divorced.
Yeah, finally I was able to divorce and I feel relieved. Married life with her was the worst. I wonder why I even married her.
Huh?
At first, her dependency on me was cute, but she stayed like that forever. She doesn't work, she doesn't do anything around the house. She relies on me for everything. I got tired of that kind of married life.
But that's the marriage you wanted. You hated me because I make everything perfect, right? You chose to elope with her because she's the exact opposite of me.
I finally understood. I was just jealous of you, who were superior to me. But deep down, I've always loved you only. So please, Everleigh, will you marry me?
What?
I'm sorry for hurting you 3 years ago. The pain of your little sister and fiancé running away together must have been so sad. But from now on, I will definitely make you happy. I will become a man who is not ashamed to stand beside you. I won't say something pathetic like getting tired of being too perfect. So please marry me.
I'm sorry, I have a wedding ceremony tomorrow.
What? A wedding ceremony? Wait, don't tell me, are you the bride at this wedding?
Yes, I met a wonderful person and we're getting married. He is a person who respects my efforts to aim for perfection. He told me he wants to elevate each other by being with me.
No, don't be fooled by such a man. He will disappear from your sight just like I did before. If you're going to get married, please marry me.
Thank you for your concern, but it's okay. The groom is a person with the same academic background as me, working at the same company.
What?
He doesn't seem to feel any pressure from someone like me. In fact, when I told him the reason why I broke up with you, he just laughed. Is that enough to pressure you? He said. You have a very sensitive ex-boyfriend, he commented.
What did you say?
He told me that even if my salary increases significantly more than his, he will not feel ugly jealousy, but rather it will motivate him. He told me that it's a happy thing to have someone better than yourself nearby. I'm marrying such a person tomorrow.
Wait, Everleigh. I finally realized that too. So won't you come back to me?
I respectfully decline. Well, I have final preparations for tomorrow's wedding ceremony. Take care, Charles. What should I do, sis? I got billed nearly $15,000 from the real estate agency. They said they'll take me to the police without question if I don't prepare the money right away. Oh, you haven't been caught yet. They're rather kind real estate agents. They're not kind at all. I mean, $50,000? I obviously can't afford that amount. but the amount you sold without permission and the trespassing. You should be glad it only ended up being that much. Hey, could you help me out if you don't mind? You're still working at a big company, right? You should have some savings. I do, but I have no obligation to help you. Then, at least, could you tell me where our parents are? I've been trying to contact them many times since yesterday, but I can't get through. I want to go back home soon. I want to live with Mom and Dad again. But you were eager to leave home when you eloped, weren't you? You hated our nagging parents quite a bit. And now you want to live with them again. How brazen of you. Besides, you're the one who sold the house. Well, that is... Well, just to be sure, I'll try to confirm with their parents. But as I expected, they said they don't want to see your face ever again. Dad and Mom both said the same thing. Besides you? Wait, are you with them now? Yes, because today is my wedding ceremony. Dad and Mom are here to celebrate their daughter's wedding. Sis, you're getting married? Thanks to you taking Charles away, I was able to meet a wonderful person. While I'm grateful for that, I can never forgive you for what you did. So take care. If you don't have money, you should properly pay for your crimes at the police station. Afterwards, she supposedly visited various consumer finance companies, begging for mercy, and somehow managed to prepare $15,000 for the settlement. However, in order to repay that, she is reportedly working in the nightlife industry now. According to rumors, her attitude towards customers is pretty poor, and she vents her work stress by gambling and visiting host clubs. Consequently, it seems that her debts are increasing even more, and it seems that her former fiancé Charles tried to return home at one point, but he was kicked out with the words, "You disgrace, don't ever show your face here again." And now he is reportedly living and working in a factory nearby. Moreover, I've heard that he is desperately trying to find a spouse during his days off. However, he keeps complaining, saying things like, "I refuse to be with a woman who earns less than my ex-girlfriend," or, "It's impossible to be with a woman who can't cook as well as my ex-girlfriend," resulting in absolutely no progress in his endeavor.
Mike! When are you getting home? What time do you think it is? Hurry up and cook dinner! I'm starving! Hello? Earth to Mike? Answer me!
Sorry, Cassandra. I just saw your messages. I have to stay late at work today. I'm really sorry. I just can't leave. Do you mind making something for yourself?
Huh? You're in charge of cooking dinner. I'm not taking this crap from you. Come home now!
I'm really sorry. I can't. There's a project we need to finish tonight, and it's all hands on deck.
That's not my problem. Which do you care about more? Work or me? Too slow! The answer should be me. You know, I work too. It's not like you're the only one with a job. Making time for your responsibilities is part of managing your time. It's the same reason you've not finished your work today. Incompetence.
I'm sorry, but I really can't come home tonight. Please make something yourself.
I'm too tired to cook now. Too much effort. I'm going out to eat. You're making me waste money. Why did I marry such a loser? You can't keep promises. You suck at your job. Maybe we should get a divorce?
No, Cassandra. I'm really, really sorry. I'll make it up to you. I promise. So please don't divorce me.
All you do is say sorry over and over again. That's all you do? Grovel? I hate that about you. No backbone. Doormat to all. Such a pathetic loser.
I'm sorry.
Ugh! I just can't stand you anymore. Your cooking stinks, your paycheck is laughable. You're embarrassing to be seen with. I might be a little more forgiving if you were hot. But you are not! Way below average, for sure. Why in the world did I marry you? What was I thinking? Biggest mistake of my life.
Don't say that. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Forgive me. Please.
I told you to stop groveling. You spineless coward. You are the most aggravating person I've ever met. Unbearable. You know, I have an idea about how you can make this up to me. I'm spending the day out on the town with my friend tomorrow. You can give me $2,000 for spending money.
What? $2,000? What would you even spend that much money on?
None of your business. What? You don't want me to forgive you? You want to get a divorce?
No, I don't want a divorce. I'm just wondering what you would spend $2,000 on. It's so much money. I give you $700 allowance every month for personal spending.
It doesn't matter what I spend the money on. That's not the point. It's to make up for what you did. An apology. So don't make a fuss about it. Or else, I'll divorce you.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll give you the money. Just stop talking about divorce, please.
That's what you should have said in the first place. How dare you talk back to me? You're basically my slave. You piss me off so much.
What do you mean, slave?
What? That's basically how it is. Don't pretend you don't know. My daddy's company is supporting your parents' company so they can stay afloat. It'll all be over if my parents change their minds. Your family will lose everything. I wouldn't be inconvenienced in any way if we got divorced. You know that, right?
Yeah, of course. I know.
Then shut up and do what I tell you. I'm leaving at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Leave your credit card on the table for me. I'll use it however I like.
Okay. Sorry.
Again, Mike? Where are you? You haven't made dinner. And you didn't fold the laundry. You pig. The fridge is empty too. You haven't gone grocery shopping? Are you kidding me? The lawn is overgrown too. You're so useless. How can you live like this? You don't do anything you're supposed to. Hey, answer me! Mike!
I'm here.
Then answer. What's your problem? You haven't done any of the housework. You'd better straighten up and do right by your wife.
Do right by my wife? Do you do right by your husband?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I only worked a half day today. My boss said I could take the afternoon off since we worked late last night. I wanted to make up for yesterday, so I went grocery shopping. That's when I saw you. I saw you walking with that burly guy. I watched you go into a motel together.
What? You were stalking me? That's so creepy.
So it's true, Cassandra? You're cheating on me? Since when?
What? You didn't know? It's been 2 years, maybe? I don't know. I've been with my current boy toy for a year, I guess.
I see. So you're not even going to try to hide it?
I don't care if you know. You can't do anything about it. Keep me happy, or I'm gonna tell my daddy to cut your family off. Stop whining just because I have a little fun on the side. Just shut up and be a good slave and ATM.
You're appalling. I truly despise you, Cassandra.
That's fine. So, you want to get divorced? Don't ever come back to this house again. That's fine by me. I lose nothing from divorcing you.
Okay, I'm not coming back. I'm going to be staying at a hotel starting today.
Huh? What?
I'll send you the signed divorce papers in the mail. Just sign your name and hand them in. If you don't want to bother submitting them, you can send it to my office. I'll get it processed, either way.
Wait, what? Wait a second. You're okay with getting a divorce?
Yep.
But you remember about Daddy's support. Your family's company is going to fail if you divorce me. You're okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine. You know, it's just that. When I saw you with that guy, I remembered everything you'd done to me over the years. I just thought, why am I taking this? Do I really need to tolerate being called a slave, even if it is for my family? Then I suddenly felt at peace, and I was over all of it. I just didn't feel anything anymore. The love for you, the need to protect my family, nothing. It just all disappeared at once. I can't keep living like this.
Huh? So you don't care what happens to your family?
I'm not saying I don't care. And I'd feel bad if this causes Dad's company to go out of business. But I'd work with them and try to build a new life together. So I'm good without you, Cassandra. I don't want to stay married to a cheater.
What? You think you're better than me? Fine, we're getting a divorce. You're the one that's going to suffer. Mark my words. You won't be talking like that when you're getting evicted from your house. I hope you all become homeless.
I'll do my best not to let that happen. First, I'm going to be suing you for alimony. You admitted yourself that you'd been in multiple adulterous relationships over the last 2 years. I took both pictures and videos of your rendezvous today as evidence. You're not lying your way out of this one, so be warned.
Shut up! Shut up! You're just a slave. You can't talk to me like this. I'm glad we're getting divorced. Good riddance. I never want to see you again.
That's fine. Ditto.
Hey, Mike. Please answer.
Hey, Cassandra. Did you submit divorce papers yet? You got them a few days ago, right?
I haven't yet.
What? You still haven't handed them in? You were the one that kept pushing for a divorce. What's slowing you down? Just go to City Hall or send it to me in the mail so I can do it.
Don't play dumb with me. You know things changed. Please, Mike, let's talk it out one more time.
I don't have anything I want to talk to you about. In fact, I don't think we've ever talked it out over anything. It was always a one-way street. Just get the divorce proceedings started.
I can't. You know why. My father's company has been struggling for the past few years. They told me your family's been supporting them financially and Daddy's company is in crisis. If your parents take any of this stuff about the divorce or cheating personally and abandon my family, it'll all be over for us. My father told me when I called him to tell him about the divorce. I had no idea about it.
I guess they didn't want to worry you. I just found out about it the other day too, when your parents called me about it. I guess the tables have turned, huh?
Dad said to avoid divorce at all costs. Please, Mike, give me another chance.
I'm not going to be inconvenienced by this divorce at all. If you don't want a divorce, I'm going to have to get lawyers involved.
What? Why? Can't you at least think about it? I can't get divorced. I'd be putting my whole family in jeopardy.
That's your problem and not mine. Why should I make considerations for you? All these years, you've used your daddy's company to demean me and torment me. You never even apologized for cheating on me and called me a slave and an ATM.
Sorry about that.
It's a bit late for sorries. There's no going back. It's over between you and me. If you refuse to hand in the divorce papers, I'll hire lawyers. We're getting a divorce, one way or another.
Wait, please! I'm really sorry. I miss you. I hate living by myself. Doing all the housework is so much work. And I can't afford all the rent and upkeep of the house by myself. I don't have spending money. My boyfriend dumped me, and my parents can't even help themselves. Please, come back.
As usual, you only think of yourself. It's infuriating talking to you. Get it through your head. I'm not coming back to you. Like I said, divorcing you won't inconvenience me at all. After 6 months of waiting for Cassandra to comply to divorce proceedings, I got tired of waiting. I hired lawyers and took her to court. At the hearing, I showed copious evidence of Cassandra's cheating and dehumanizing treatment. In the end, I got $20,000 in alimony, and the divorce was finalized. My parents were furious to find out about Cassandra's treatment of me. They immediately threatened to withdraw their support. Cassandra's parents begged for mercy and blamed Cassandra. It was decided that she needs a moral awakening. And so she was sent to a nunnery for the foreseeable future. It's doubtful Cassandra's personality can be saved at this point, though. But it's nice to have some physical distance between us. That's a relief. There's only one thing I feel bad about from all this. My parents kept apologizing for making me withstand such indecent treatment for their sake. If I had stood up to her earlier, my parents wouldn't have felt so guilty for everything I endured. But it's over now. I'm ready to put the past behind me and move on.